Alright, hello friends, hello. How's it going? Hello everybody, let's see who is here. Funky, hello. Rivius, hello. ODM, hello. Customs only, Ewan, hello. Hubert the Mad, hello, welcome. Visiting me for real though. How do I stop Discord pings on streams? I get notifications via Twitch and on IG. I don't need them on Discord. Oh yeah, you can opt out. You can opt out on my server. There's a role that you can opt out from, which I think ODM already told you. Extra Prius, thank you so much for the 22. Hello. Want to hello. Gabriel, hello. Vinny, yo. LFK, hello. Rivius with the hug, JD. Okay, well, there's no JD to be found right here, right now. So I'm gonna get a kiwi. Kiwi, where are you? Kiwi, come here. Let's go. Wow. Kiwi. Ah. Hello. This is the kiwis. Oh, he says hi. Just kidding. He's just stretching. He's a bit feisty right now though, because he knows that in a little bit he's gonna eat. So he starts begging early if we're around. If we're around here, like he starts begging like at least an hour or two early. So he right now is a little feisty. Look at him trying to go. Okay, I'll let you go. Okay, Kiwi. Also I need to edit the keyboard command because it's not the unicorn today. So let's see. Alright, it's this one. When Keyless Wednesday, yeah. I want the Kiwi trust system, ODM. Trust and safety only enforced by Kiwi, the greatest enforcer of the universe. Right? What O-ring do you prefer in your corn? I think I just have the default one. So either the default one or slightly stiffer is fine with me. Personally, at least. Kind of want to try something stiffer? Why not? Oh, he just sat. Okay, well, build's not gonna happen like this, but I guess this gives us a little extra time to hang out. How is the LifeBeat sorting packaging going? It's going. It's slow. I sent out like I walked out this morning like with 30 or so packages, so like a bunch of them went out today. But there's still a lot more to do. I'm still waiting on a bunch of people to pay shipping, and I'm actually waiting on some extra supplies. So I'm waiting on some extra boxes and packaging material. But like it was supposed to arrive early, but it got delayed like a whole week or so. Something about the supplier. And so I'm just waiting for that to come in. But I mean, it's here if you want to see it. Are you still happy with the way they turned out? Yeah, I am pretty happy with it. bars for days. Even Kiwi is curious. Look, Kiwi. I mean, I can show you. Like, I can just test it on this 7U here, right? Because it's basically like, it's pretty much the only thing that we have to like really test, because the smaller bars are less likely to fail, but the bigger ones always had a big issue with the stuff. So pretty good. It returns pretty well, and so pretty happy with it personally. So yeah, pretty happy with how it turned out. It pretty much is a straight on match with Deadbeats. I can show you guys that later, but it's basically a perfect match. Like I think I have Deadbeats right here. Deadbeats here. This is the space bar, and that's Deadbeats. It's literally almost the same. So this is ABS. I need to not forget. Look. ABS, PBT. Oh, Apiary with the raid. Hello. Wow. Thanks for the raid again. You're the best. Apiary loves you all. We love Apiary too. How's it going? Hi, hi. How goes it? Have you seen Kiwi? Marcia? Kiwi, come here. Can you say hi to Marcia once? No, please don't leave. Look at him. He's the cutest boy. Kiwi, say hi. He's so cute. Did he eat yet? No, that's why he's so feisty. Oh my gosh, he's trying to leave because he's super feisty right now. I'm gonna be feeding him in like, give me like 40 minutes. He's too early right now. He comes to bed really early for things. As it goes with cats, I would say. Oh, okay. No build happening today, I guess. All right, Kiwi. I'm gonna do stuff even without with you being here. Okay. I hope you don't mind too much, but I'm gonna do stuff. Okay. Let me get Alan. Okay. Get him quickly before he leaves. Kiwi is a feisty boy when he's on a mission. No food, no build. Yeah, he's definitely making a statement. He's 100% making a statement. Uh-oh. No, don't leave. Alan! Alan! See this! Alan! 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 Are you gonna see Kiwi before you go? Alan says that he's so cute. Okay. He's the bestest boy. Look at him. Yeah. Okay. Say bye again, Kiwi. Ah! Okay. He wants to go. Ouch. Man, we need to trim your claws. Very sharp. He looks so grumpy. I'm telling you, he's a man on a mission. He really wants his food early, but we try to keep him on a schedule, because otherwise keeps shifting and shifting. I mean, obviously daylight savings is not helping here. Or daylight savings ending, rather. So he's confused. He actually thinks it is mealtime, but, you know, clock turned back, and so we can't, you know. It's a bit iffy. Build stream when? Starting now. Hello, Mr. Morning Coffee. How are you? Alright, so we start now. Let's put this side. Anyway, Marcia, thank you so much for the raid, by the way. Really appreciate it. So, I don't think the 65 and the 500C had a big change in terms of like plate and mount and all that kind of stuff, but the design of the board itself is different, right? We have a red plate as well as a silver plate. We can choose which one to use. But let's check out the board first. It's a board inspired by the Hasselblad medium format camera, right? It's a polished steel, I think, accent, I'm assuming. It has a Merisi engraving on it, right there. Have fun, thank you. Thank you so much again for the raid. Ooh, it has a left-sided USB port. That's different. Definitely don't see 65% with non-centered ports these days. Not as often anyway. And then there's the bottom. Little sandblasted steel weight, I think. Looking lovely. Goes all the way through, actually. And the Merisi logo right in the middle. Looks really nice. That's a side profile. The side profile is subtle. Very nice. Really nice looking. The seam goes like all the way around the board, right? But it's a very well lined up top and bottom piece, so the seam is very hard to see. But it's there. It's there. You can see it. So very nice. Okay. All right. So I guess first things first, I should take out the daughter board anyway, just to test, and also to get the plate out if we need the silver one. So let's do that. I hope more camera-inspired keyboard comes up. A more or more of them? I mean, I definitely think it's a little hard to like have cameras and keyboards. Like the shape is a little different, right? But I don't know. Maybe some of those wilder designers, especially like the ones from Asia, right? The ones who like have like really whack designs, kind of like maybe like that like HB85 type kind of design, right? Or like a cyberboard type of design or something. Maybe they'll make something kind of wild with many parts that looks more like a camera, but who knows? I think if you're trying to stay somewhat classic, at least in shape, for keyboards, then you know you're only limited to so much, right? I'm gonna make a Sony A9 III inspired keyboard and charge 6K for it. Nice. Alright. Ooh. Holy shit. I was not told this was not screwed in. Oh my god. This was not screwed in. Morning coffee, what the hell, dude? Give me screws. Discount? SMH. I mean, it's okay. It fell on the caps or whatever. Anyway, so it didn't have screws, but the screws go right there. We have 7 top mount screws here for the rest. Oh, it clamps the top and bottom piece. Oh, okay. It goes through the whole thing. I didn't know that. Should have known. I didn't see. I thought it was going to be screwed on the inside too. Oh my god! Surprise, surprise. Dent me? No, this is not dented. It's just the front steel portion. Yo, Juby, what's good? Oh, Obscure, hello. How's it going? How's the weather up in are you in Boston right now? How's the weather up there right now? It's probably getting cold. Alright, got a silver plate and a red plate. Let's get this guy out here. Looks like he uses the newer-ish style of DBs here, the long one. Boston's crispy today? Yeah, it's getting colder again here. I mean, finally. It got weirdly warm the other day. It got like kind of too warm, but it's I would like it. I would prefer it to be just cool, not warm. Don't love hot weather. All right, let's test this out. Okay. Can you do this next? Yeah, sure, of course. I can totally just drop the mic. I guess if you're not careful, it could happen, right? Oh, a little hard to grab onto that thing. So I'm just gonna use the pliers here. When did I move? I moved last summer, over the summer. This past summer I moved. I was yeah, I was busy with the moving this summer. Kind of finally settled in the fall. Oh, it's not the mic. Oh wait, that's a different one. Oh, it's not the one with the mic falling on the board. Oh, my bad. I got confused. There's a few accidents from Mr. Nathan. So, I figure that was the one. Just watch it. Okay, give me a sec. A Leica inspired board would be fun. Hmm. Ooh. Okay, cool. That's detecting. And then, all right, so we have the Hana 65. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's do full backspace today, layout wise. 2U backspace, and everything else pretty much standard is fine. So I'll just test this part here. Maybe switch that. Oh, that's actually fine. Just a few positions should be fine. Okay, cool. It's working. Let's see. Diodes, they're all there. Okay. PCB is good. Looks like I injured my finger a little here. Taking out the little FR4 thingy. I'm gonna get a quick band-aid. Just so I don't just so anybody who's too scared of blood doesn't get to see it. Big Macs and Onions, hello. How's it going? Alright, there we go. Just to cover it up. Alright. So now that I know that this is supposed to just stay there, I can be careful. Okay. Diego, should I liquidate my resin and get a BBL in Ecuador? What? What's that ladder thing? Oh, Brazilian butt lift. Yeah, do it, dude. Kupo. Why would you not? Why should you not do that? Also, I mean, come on, please. Resin's for losers, am I right? I don't even know why you would bother with resin. You would have to get new jeans? You're not getting the K-pop group. Sorry, that's illegal. Diego, I heard that you like MILFs? Is that true? Who told you that? That's hilarious. Diego getting a butt lift? No way. My butt good enough. Don't need any butt lift. Good badonkadonk. I respect your king. Yeah, totally. Looking at this board, I can see I should have joined the group, right? It's a nice looking board, that's for sure. Too bad it's a 65%. I wish it were a different layout. I would have probably joined if it were a different layout though. Let's see. So I need Shift, Enter, Backspace, and Spacebar. So 8 of them. Diego double cheeked up like the UPS men. I don't know if the UPS men got anything against me though. Merisi 60 when? I think that's Dorichi, basically. Pretty sure Mr. Morning Coffee is not a person for 60%. The Alice layout board was a 60% that people wanted, I guess. Are there any anniversary stickers? Oh, MSA with the 2 years. I mean, the only stickers you get are the ones that you request. So if you don't request them, you don't get them. I'm not gonna remember for you, so you should just fill out the form. I request resin instead? Oh, okay, buddy. Also, Big Macs and Onions asking, have I been able to catch a stream in a while? How'd the move go? Move went well. Honestly, it was kind of hectic. I basically had to move twice because when I moved, I had to move out of my old place because the lease was up, and then I had to move. Like, I moved to my partner's at the time, and then we had to move again for the new lease apartment. So I had to like take all the stuff out of storage and move and stuff. It was pretty hectic, but it went well. I mean, could have been worse, but turned out pretty well. So. Alright, let's break in those TX clips here. No, these ones actually feel kind of easier to break in. Maybe I got a nicer batch here. Gonna take the Doge out for a stroll. Have a good stream. Sounds good, Hinker. Have a good walk. At one point, do you stop? At the point... I stop at the point where I can feel that this rotation here is normal. Like that basically if the housing just falls due to gravity, that's good enough. Because typically when it's too tight, it'll just kind of stay in one place, even if it does rotate. So as long as you kind of get past that point, it's honestly fine. Because the rest, like you'll lube this like the stab anyway, right? So the lube will help with that part. So yeah, as long as it's not too tight, it's good enough. I'm excited for the Middleman. Will be my first. Oh, nice. That is exciting. Although you're definitely coming at a busy time of the year for the city and also for just people in general. Super busy time. This November, December in New York, so it's like crazy, hectic. Although at least it's colder, so I guess not. A lot of people also don't visit because they say they think it's too cold or something. Should be good though. It's a nice time. It's a pretty time in the city though, with all the lights and holiday stuff and a lot of pop-up things here and there. Store stuff, sales and exhibits and all kinds of good things. And obviously like your establishments are always open. Packed, usually. Pretty packed. Not that it isn't at any other time of the year, but a lot of people also, you know, stay indoors because it's warmer, right? So, especially like dinner time and stuff, late afternoon or dinner time, like places get super packed. Alright. Alright, stabs. Feel pretty good. All I Want for Christmas is gonna be playing during the entire trip. It will play, for sure. One of those songs of all time that always plays around that time of the year. That is unavoidable. Is there a risk of breaking it in too much? Only if the wire kind of like loosens up to the point of like it kind of moving around a lot. Aside from rotating, then yeah, because that means you probably like stretch the clip kind of like open, like pried it open essentially. Which yeah, probably not a great thing. But I mean, I would say generally no, probably not. Is that an F1? No, this is a Kiko number 1. What's your favorite Thoki Christmas song? I don't know. When I was a kid, I really liked listening to carols, but like nowadays I don't really have a favorite. I just enjoy Christmas music though. Christmas is my favorite holiday of the year though, by the way. Thanksgiving I didn't really celebrate as a kid because I mean, first of all, I didn't even grow up in the States, so Thanksgiving was not non-existent thing in my like vocabulary until like I heard of it later on. But yeah, Christmas was like the big family and stuff holiday for me growing up, so it was always my favorite holiday. Good time to get together with family, hang out, maybe go on vacation, or if it's spent at home, you know, it's like a good time, you know. A lot of parties around then too, I guess, especially like for me who I lived in Mexico, so lots of Christmas parties, end of the year party stuff, right? Christmas for me is all about the songs. Got no snow here. Yeah, it's all about the songs and getting together with people just to have a good time. The gifts, I mean, as a kid I didn't get that many gifts or anything, so because we didn't really, didn't really grow up particularly wealthy or anything, so we didn't really get much gifts. It was like maybe every other year or so, or we would get like smaller gifts and stuff. So I was never expecting anything big for gifts. It was more about the family and hanging out with people. I want to spend Christmas in the northern hemisphere at least once because of snow and winter. That's only if you go further, like north enough to even experience it. White Christmas is actually not as common as a lot of people might think, especially now with global warming. In case you think it's a hoax, it's rarer and rarer to see a white Christmas. Actually, I don't even remember when the last white Christmas I experienced was, even though I've been living in the States for over 10 years now. Is that a German EU Q on the QC and the KC? Yeah. There's some. It's like a mix of German dye subs and the like quote unquote Desco Black set. Because that's just how I bought it. It was like a partial set, so to speak. So that's why. So there are some filler keys in there, but I figure it looked cool, so why not, you know? How is the weather in New York City at the moment? Today it was 5 degrees in the morning, and it's around like 12 in the afternoon. Celsius. We don't even get a chance to wear Christmas sweaters down under. It's way too hot. I mean, down under I'm sure wouldn't be the case, yeah. Pretty good. Yeah, I think by the time you visit it'll be a little bit colder, or maybe it'll just be more consistently colder. Or cold rather. Just about this weather sounds right for pretty much through the rest of the month. Doesn't really get that much colder after that. Last time we had a snowy Christmas in Denmark was in 2010. Oh my god. Yeah, I really don't remember seeing a snowy Christmas here for a long time. I would say it snows more in January and February than it does in December. I think December's a little too early. Come to Canada, there's no one that's about it. Yeah, I know that. I know that much. Forecast in here is 45C next week. Fuck. 45? Anything above like 33 already got me like, oh my god, it's too hot. But 45? Holy shit. Should be a record heat wave? Yeah, no shit. That sounds awful. Do you have a favorite from all your artisans? It's kind of hard to say. But I do have a few makers that I like a lot. I like Booper, Omniclectic a lot. I like Key Collective a lot. And Keycaps, who's like a kind of like an offshoot from that. And then I like Clock Factory, one of the original makers. I think those three are probably my main three that I really enjoy. Like have like enjoyed through my entire time in the hobby. And then there's a lot of others that I still do collect. I collect, you know, pretty much a bit of everything. You know, Hungerworks Studio, Bro Caps, Night Caps. Nowadays, like Rubber Hose, Hello, Bogan, Level Caps. There's so many makers. Alpha Keycaps. You know, Tiny does a lot of cute stuff. Actually, none of those makers I even mentioned are on the board right now. That's Panda. That's Level Caps right there. Maison. That's Polymer Salon over there. Do you fix the MNK 88? Yeah, I did. So I didn't do anything. I actually just opened the case and it worked. And then I closed the case and it continued working. So I left it alone. Stupid fruit caps? Yes, stupid fruit caps are pretty cool too. I have a stupid fruit cap that says poop on it. And it has a poop drawn on it too. It's kind of cool. Are you doing entirely 205 even on the wires? Yes, I do 205 on the wires, yes. I don't use BDZ at all now. I haven't in a long time now, actually. Can never enter Paris raffle, too big brain for me. It's not even about big brain, it's almost like too... I don't know, I don't even know. It's like, it's not even like a trolley thing, but it's kind of like... There's like a weird sense of humor. So, it's unpredictable. Unpredictable behavior. Peak shithousery? Yeah, that's actually kind of a fair description. Why don't you use a thicker lube for the wire anymore? Because I prefer 205. I prefer 205 for the wire. BDZ was never my preference. It felt too thick. It kind of felt like it painted the wire, and it was kind of like unwieldy to work with. Like some people just do BDZ only, and I just couldn't do it. Some people do like 205 on like the plastic sliders, and then you know BDZ on the wires. But for example, one thing I didn't like about that specifically was if in the process of things moving around or like you using the board, the 205 and the BDZ make contact in some way, it gets kind of messy in there. Things like that. I just didn't like the experience of dealing with it, and so I stuck to 205. And also I don't have to, switch different lubricants, so I figured, I have a lot of 205 already, and I still enjoy using it, so why not just keep using it? It works for my purposes. So, is 205 thick enough for toper stabs? I would say it is. It does help having a pretty decently generous application for toper. But yeah, and if it's like for spacebars for toper, you definitely want to disassemble the spacebar stab if you're going to apply lube. Don't just like inject lube on there and like call it a day. It's usually Usually not enough. Yeah, one where you had to leave a voicemail? Oh yeah, I've heard about that one. I did not see that ever. Any recommendation for budget artisan makers? There are some, I mean, actually right now the market's kind of on the low in general, so it depends on what you're looking for budget-wise and look-wise, right? So, I mean, there's a lot of makers whose keycaps are much lower in the market than they initially sold for. There's also a lot of keycaps like on clearance or sale. Like, yeah, Brewcaps is a very good suggestion. Tokipi might still have a bunch of clearance blanks, which are very cute and pretty well made. And then there's a lot of makers whose keycaps like are in the market that people are selling for pretty cheap. And so I would suggest looking around first to see what you like, but then and then deciding like what your price range is going to be, and then going from there. But your mileage may vary. It's a good time to be a buyer, actually, right now, because nobody else wants to buy. It's a great time to be a buyer, in fact. Can someone list some of the ones mentioned? Brew caps, like brew, like a beer brew, brewing a potion, brewing a beer brew caps. Tokipi is TOKKIPEE. If you want Topper, I guess the resin party guys do some Topper. Tokipi also did some Topper for a bit. Although I'm not sure if they have any stock left now. I'm here looking for B-holes. Oh really, Scruffy Marks? You collect Glyco stuff? There's a guy who collected so many of them. I don't know if he offloaded them all, but at least they're on the cheaper end too. So I would say that it won't be that hard to find a bunch for pretty cheap. If you look now, on the market at least. Yeah, like joining the Mech Market server and the Artisan Trading server are a good place to start. To also like look at what people are pricing them for, but a lot of good deals right now from people in general. Just because it's a good time to be a buyer. Selling is hard right now. Will you be building or getting a derivative? I'm not getting one for myself. I've built one before, and I guess I'll be building more if people commission me to build more. But other than that, I have built one, but it's been a bit since I built one. I've seen the VOD. It's just my first real GB, so I'm pumped to see it coming soon. Nice. It's a nice board. It's a very nice. I was really tempted to get one. Didn't really want to spend money at the time, and I do have a lot of boards, so I just didn't want to spend more to get more boards. But yeah, I was really tempted. I mean, it's a nice board. It's very nice looking. Nice colors too. Also, Patos I want to collect. Getting fond of ducks lately. Yeah, those are cute too, and they're priced pretty well. But I mean, yeah, artisans get expensive pretty quickly because you you know, you spend a few bucks on one, and then you want something else, you get another one. It piles up really fast. Do you still have your Moon V1? I do. Never got my Moon V2 though, which is a shame. I had to rebuy GMK Astralight from Daily Clock? Oh yeah? Oh. That sucks. I mean, I did double dip on my Project Kiwi sets because the novel keys discounts are honestly better than what I would find in the market, and also, you know, I would rather support them who are going to be getting these sets anyway. But yeah. I don't think I'm rebuying anything else. Oh, nice. Good self-control. I'm currently ranked F in the trust ratings. Yeah, same. Well, I guess technically, how many group buys have I run? I've run 2, I guess. One big thing of stabs. I've done life beats that I'm currently fulfilling. Greek add-on and Dolch R5 don't really count because they're technically I'm just technically like submitting the design for the vendors to order. Next one's the last one. Ah, boy. They can't keep getting away with this. Oh, I remember that when I built the... Was it when I built the... Oh no, it was when I built the 84 that I had, I was trying to use dead beats, right? It was fine on that one, but then it wasn't fine on the Ladybird after when I tried. Look, look, life beats spacebar here. Nice. It's great. Love it. Oh yeah, Captain Badass. I totally forgot that you had a sale. I didn't see it on time and it was sold out. Maybe I'll get one if you have any for the meetup. I have stuff for sale at the New York City meetup. Okay, cool. Maybe some resin too? What? Really? Dips. Hello, Ozzy Keycaps. 9 months, thank you. Sometimes I'm not sure if this sound comes from the switch or it comes from the stab. It like makes this sound that's like kind of like confusing with a switch leaf, and then it turns out to be a stab, but then I'm not sure sometimes. I don't think it's a stab though, because it doesn't really tick. It's like a weird... Is it a tick? I don't know. But also, nobody ever really presses the modifiers that high on the side. It's a little weird. not ticking. Weird. I see you're building with inks. I feel like I never see them in builds anymore. Yeah, definitely not as popular anymore. Maybe a little more lube on the right side here. Your inks are so expensive? Yeah, they're definitely more expensive than your average Switch, and it's definitely a deterrent. That I actually do agree with. It definitely is a deterrent for buying. The price is not great for inks. That sounds good, right? I think that sounds okay. Backspace feels a little tight, but I think this tab is fine. Let's just double check. Oh, good thing I have this live beats thing next to me. This is the 2U. Okay, it's fine. Alright, cool. Built a tofu with some inks that I meticulously looped. They felt so good. I mean, inks are still very nice. Overall in the build, switches is one of the lowest expenses. That is true. That is true. Yeah, I kind of do find it funny how like people spend like, you know, we're spending like $300-400 on these kits, and then like on the switches we like try to cheap out. It's not even that much of a difference, by the way. Buying a 50-cent Switch versus a, you know, 35-cent Switch or whatever. But yeah, they do pile up if you're buying a ton of them. Ended up trying Tozokchon while I was in New York these past few days. Oh, nice. Was it good? Would it make sense to loop Xylence as in linear or tactile? I mean, but I think generally yes. It's probably the consensus for that. Wouldn't you think? Huh. The new Milky Pros are so nice. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of cheaper and really good switches these days, though. Gotta make that the hobby being broke. I've been at it for years, still working, improving my broke game. Hey, that's relatable. Me too. People say okay rich when they see me, but they haven't seen that. They don't see past the facade that I am simply broke because I buy. Meaning I am truly financially irresponsible and really should not be told that. It's like you're encouraging me to buy. I'm using the key call number 1. Yeah. I have so much motivation to do well in school just to buy keyboards. That's actually kind of a good motivator. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did feel like I would work harder, you know, like better, more efficiently, just because I also wanted to, you know, make some side money to be able to afford the stuff I wanted. And I certainly did work for it, because I'll be honest with you, I earn like way under the median income that's supposedly barely passable in a city like New York. But you know, I make do. You know, I do obviously do these builds and stuff, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it kind of works out. But it's true that I probably, you know, if I were to go back in time, you know, like a few years, and I were to tell myself like a piece of advice, and it's like financial advice, I'll tell myself to probably save that money, not spend the same money that I'm earning, you know? I'm just putting it back into the hobby. It's such a bad thing to do though. I should put it into my IRA or something. But 401kb, I guess. Oh, it's also almost time to feed Kiwi, so I'm gonna put these switches on and I'm gonna go feed him. He's starting to get a little restless. What field are you working, if you don't mind me asking? I mean, people here know, but I do research, and I'm in graduate school. Thinking about changing fields out of science? Oh, what kind of work do you do? Gonna talk to my financial advisor about working on my 401kb. Oh my god. Yeah, my 401kb is stacked, but my real IRA is desolate. Also, as a graduate student, we don't get 401s in the first place. We're not allowed to get 401s. The state of education in this country. Employed by a university, check. Get an actual paycheck and W-2, check. Get employment benefits? No. Any benefits? No. Transport benefits? No. Retirement benefits? No. Health insurance? Barely. Still have to pay for it. Started a PhD in chemistry. Toxicity led me to find a job as a lab technician. Oh, okay. That's definitely not something I have not heard from some of my peers. Yeah, the path of grad school can be pretty rough, and just in general, it's a very self-driven effort. It's not as like if you're the type of person who does like being told what to do and how to do it, and you generally can't come up like it's a very, very self-driven effort, and so almost nobody will walk you through it. Even like good mentors and good teachers, like they'll only do so much, but it's very self-driven, so it's very, very difficult to do graduate school easily. My homie sold his resin to make money to get his green card. Nice. Oh, good night, MSA. Alright, I'm done putting switches on. So, and Kiwi is getting demanding, so I'm gonna go feed him. I'll be right back. Kiwi, wanna eat? Yeah. Say something. Hi. Wanna eat? Wanna eat food? Okay, let's go. You're getting impatient. Be right back. I'll just unmute this for fun. Okay, Kiwi, let's go. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Give me one sec. Alright. We're back. Kiwi is now eating. I had 2 cycle advisors. I had to quit after 2 years. Yeah, I mean, I'm not foreign to this story. Not myself. I fortunately have a good mentor. I've met my share of not so great advisors. Fortunately, I dodged a bullet. But yeah, I know it's pretty rough. All right, let's get to soldering this. Just got back on. Sorry about not warning you about the top accent piece. It's okay. That's my fault. It's not a big deal though because nothing happened aside from it just like boop. Maybe I'll just use this back to put this in there. Alright, let's bring out the fan. Oh yeah. The problem is the PhD process sort of prunes out the good ones. It is true. It is true. The whole process is just very, it's just difficult to navigate. It depends on so many factors and none of it isn't under your control really. It's not like you can predict things in the future and like you can like somehow magically know things about people that you've just met, right? So that's why it's hard to find an advisor too, with a good one anyway. And yeah, if you're planning to go into academia, then it's even worse. But yeah. All Let's get to soldering now. I hope your KC didn't dent? No, this doesn't even have a mark on it. It just fell on the keycaps. And it was a pretty small landing. Short landing. Wait, are you a PhD student? Yeah. I do research. I don't do any coursework though, so I basically am no different from just a researcher in a lab. No different. Because coursework I've been done for a while. Hope you go really far with your research. I don't think I will. I do have thoughts of going back into industry. And it will, I mean, it will probably still be related, and I probably will still be working with like R&D kind of stuff, but it will probably be still in the industry. So, but I don't really have much of a motivation to stay in academia. Specifically, I don't have much of a motivation to do anything so that leads towards like tenure track or teaching. I do like teaching, but not enough to lead a whole career around you know, becoming a full professor kind of thing. It's not in the books. I thought it was at one point, but I think I kind of know what I want anyway. So there's many ways of going about it, and figured academia was not necessarily the one I wanted. So you're working on publishing a paper? Yeah, you could say so. Well, technically, yeah. I mean, yeah, I've been working in it for a bit. Come join me, Diego? Oh, no thanks. I don't really have that big of a motivation to stay. It would be hard to convince me, I think. It's like, yeah, not too much of a motivator. Specifically because I don't really have like a strong motivation to like lead my own lab kind of thing. It's not in my interest to be the leader of a lab. I think that's the main thing. Like, research is fun, but I don't have interest in writing grants. I don't have interest in recruiting students. That kind of stuff is not for me. It's all administrative stuff that is part of the job, and yeah, just simply not within my interest. I was thinking about going for a master, but I'm so burnt out in school that I want out. That's fair. I mean, usually for masters, you want to go. I mean, I can tell you kind of in retrospect, and I can like hindsight's 2020, and also like for masters, you want to go in with a goal in mind. I mean, yes, it buys you some time between going from school to doing work, in industry or otherwise, like getting a job, getting employed, but more importantly, a lot of people who do a master's do it because it's somewhat of a common thing in their particular field. Like, specific fields of engineering and specific fields of science or social science as well don't really hire well at the bachelor's level. So a master's is almost like a prerequisite to kind of set yourself at the entry level of a lot of different positions. So that's like why a lot of people do a master's, right? But if that kind of like requirement isn't really there, it's a lot of money and time spent for not much of a benefit. The opportunity cost of getting employed otherwise as a graduating student is a better alternative. So yeah. It's very field dependent. Yeah. You definitely don't want to like waste your time and money. That's for sure. I mean, I certainly don't regret being where I am now, but I also had a pretty complex career path. Where I had many decisions that I've made, and I had to switch between things to kind of like be where I am. And so I don't dislike what I do, but it is true that I could have, if I could go back in time, I could have simply just gotten a job coming out of my undergrad, and I would be somewhere else, right? I would probably not be in keyboards if I were, though, for example, because I would not have gotten interest in it in the first place. Or I would have not have met the specific people that kind of like put me in the hobby. So it would have been a lot more unlikely, for example. So I don't regret things like that. I do enjoy my time in the hobby. I enjoy my trajectory through it, as well as my trajectory through my current career and stuff. And that's been alright, but it is... I would say I'm not certain that I have anything to boast as a skill that I have as a result of me doing extra schooling. It's not what it teaches you, after all. Go to Europe for your master's is basically free and it's fun. Is that so? I guess it's kind of neat if the moving portion and the living expenses portion can be covered with relative ease, then yeah, I guess that's sounds very enticing. I don't think I'll ever go above bachelor's degree, just don't need it. That's fair. I was thinking of doing journalism. I'm so stuck with what I want to do for a course. Journalism. You better like to write and also to meet people. A lot of meeting people, a lot of attending social events to meet people, a lot of networking involved in journalism. Aside from the writing portion and the critical thinking portion of it. I mean, journalism has so many facets too, though, so it varies a lot. I mean, you know, people who are just doing like video-based journalism, and they're basically basically videographers more than the classic type of journalist that you would think about when you say the word journalism. Study journalism to become the official Taylor Swift reporter for a news outlet like that one guy. Sounds like a bomb career. To be honest, making it in one very, very specific niche is definitely like a dream in the sense that no one's gonna be better than you, right? At what you do. Like you're the guy, but it can be a lot of pressure to also be like that guy, that person. You have to like one up yourself every time. A lot of companies were looking for EEs, I'll probably be okay. Nice. EE is classic field of engineering. It's not that difficult. I mean, it's always challenging to find jobs, especially with the current job market worse. But still, engineering people in STEM are at a much higher advantage for employment reasons. So, yeah. Especially like applied sciences nowadays. But I mean, yeah, it's still job market is not particularly amazing everywhere. Alright, let's get to assembling this. Let's first test the PCB though. Just as a habit of doing this before we actually put it into the keyboard. For it to do that. Alright, cool. So that's all good. Now we can also... Actually, I'll put this for now. And put these little thingies on. Little shims. Pretty effortless to put on. Is the plate in 500C the same as 65? Yeah, pretty much. I think. It looks to be the same. How come they aren't doing screw-ins for these stabilizers? You mean TX? There are TX screw-ins now. It's very recent, right? I think Makibo now has TX screw-ins. Would you like to see some focused innovation in the keyboard field? I mean, there's still room for wireless able customs and stuff still. There's still room for that. Honestly, the whole screen gimmick is kind of lost on me. Like, putting a screen on everything kind of gimmick. It's cool, but it's a gimmick. Those wedges are so annoying to work with. They're not that bad. At least, I'm kind of used to it now, but I guess that's just with time. All of the stats is the next gen stuff. Anti-PCBs. On stabs. If they were perfect, that would be great, but I mean, unfortunately, stabs will never be that yet, I would say. Hall effect and maglev. Even the problem with maglev, I feel like if it were ever implemented for something like a stabilizer, the problem is that it feels springy because it's the magnetic force you're dealing with. Let's see. Yeah, so the magnetic force is proportional to 1 over r squared, right? So yeah, it's gonna have that weird ramping up feeling. Maglev switches, that'll be good. But yeah, that's kind of already made, yeah. I'm already bored with my Corsa screen. The rest of the board is so good, so it's okay. It has a gimmick screen. No, gimmick screen is nice. It's cool. It's cool. But it's not an innovation. It's more of a feature, extra feature. Cool little feature. Zero spring ping? That would be kind of cool, yeah. I mean, things like that. Like, some quality of life things are always nice to have, I think. That's what people mostly complain about, I would say. You know. Feel like people only have anime GIFs on those OLED screens? I'm not sure that's true, but I mean, I would say that a lot of the poses that do have traction have kind of like that vibe. Because it's eye-catching, I guess. Any damages to your caps or key cult from the Toblerone? No, none at all. It literally just boop, fell on the cap like flat. So so it was not much, and it wasn't really that high. It was like maybe here. Oh wait, daughterboard. My bad. I was like, I had something to do. You're the official Gateron rep? It's a great name to have grabbed early on. Just jumping in now, how has the build process been so far? Pretty seamless, pretty easy. Pretty simple. Now that I know that it's attached on screws here, that these bolts actually go through, I just tie them up first, and then the rest I don't have to worry too much about. But now it's like, you know, won't fall. How is the alignment of a plate and case? There are alignment tabs. So, oh, and it's top mount, so the bolts just kind of go in one place for the plate. So pretty easy to align. I mean, if it were misaligned, then I can always open it back up. But it didn't look like there was much room. Much play. Very nice. Very nice looking. Alright, what do we want to put on this? For key set. Ah, look, the mirror polish kind of reminds me of this weight here. This one has a, I think this is a chrome-plated nickel? Actually flexing? Yeah, it's worth flexing that one. That's pretty cute. Yeah, but yeah, what key set shall we do? It's silver. I mean, beige is always a nice option, but I do have a lot of other key sets, FYI. I can name a few options. I have... Do you have Darling? I will accept nothing less. I don't. No, I don't. I have Beta, Black on White, Cyan. We already did Analog Dreams last time, so maybe pass. Birch. I do have Copper, Deepwell, Foundation, Feng Li Su, Beta plus new sleeves. Oh, that's a nice option. Dracula, I think, is too... I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Dracula on silver, but it's doable. I have Harvest, Hazakura, Lavender, Maestro, Mudbeam Muted, Oblivion with Hagoromo, Key, Pacific, Reforged, Retro Zuyin, Sixes, Panels, Sloth, Ursa, else do I have? Yuru. And I think that's it. Available right now. Oh, and then I have a bunch of other. Oh no, I do have some more. I have like Hydro, Honeywell, Carbon, Camping, Olivia, Serica. I've named so many, so I'll maybe do a little poll. Hazakura, please. Okay, Hazakura is fine with me. I haven't done Hazakura on anything for like ever, I think. I was just naming a bunch of options though, since I figure some people might not know what I have. And maybe I should. I need to do a list of key sets at some point. I need to like write it down somewhere. I think doesn't Patty do that? She has like a list of key sets, right? That's a good idea. I should do that. I'll do it at some point. I need to. I like didn't do it. I had a list before, but then I didn't do it. I didn't like reorganize it because I was moving, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna like put key sets away and have to put them back in the box, and some stuff is gonna stay on boards, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna bother doing this until later. Alright, yeah, we can do Hazakura. I think it's over right here. So let's see, where's Hazakura. Was the USB connector centered on the DB? Yeah, it looks fine. Oh no, wait. Was it centered on the DB? I don't remember. Can you, if you go back on the VOD, it should be there. I do keep track of what sets are on boards, but I don't have like a running list in one place, so maybe I'll have to do that at some point. Thanks for helping out with the MK Trust stuff too, Lightning. Great for the community. Oh, I mean, I just got asked for like a sanity check by Mr. R. Mendez. And I think it's a good effort. By no means perfect, because it won't be. Like people, like I think the people's criticism is all fair. Like the obvious criticism for this are, oh, I mean, you never see this coming. Buys are going to fail at any point. I mean, or like rather, vendors are going to fail at any point out of nowhere, and you will never know. They seem healthy, and then they're gone, right? Which is what happened with some of these vendors, right? But the thing is, if we don't already have a system that kind of pays attention to these things, then when are we gonna do it, right? So it's like a start for it. People are like, oh, but like I think the most efficient way to do this would be to do open financials, you know, like basically like auditing companies, right? Like you see their financials, right? But I'm like, what sane company is gonna open up their financials to the public? First of all, I mean, required by law, some industries have it, right? But in this keyboard community, like in this small hobby, it's not gonna happen yet, right? No one's gonna enforce that. No one's gonna sign up for it. No vendor is gonna sign up for it. So if you don't have participation from vendors, it's moot. No point in you in doing that. It's going to be like what, some kind of like police force trying to like, oh, we're gonna enforce our rules, and we're gonna like figure out what you guys are doing, and if you guys are being suspicious, we're totally gonna like report you to the community. It's like, okay, dude. It's like as if anybody cared. So yeah, it's like one of those things. So it has to happen. It has to start somewhere, and I think this is a pretty decent start. Wow, I haven't seen a pink set in a while. Isn't there the new Krelbit set running soon too? The GMK Beloved, I think, the KA set. That's running pretty soon. On Saturday, oh, that's pretty soon. But as usual, I will not buy it on the first day, because I almost never buy group buy sets on the first day. Always wait until the last day to see if I want it really or not. It's beloved, but it's Valentine to me. I mean, that's what basically everyone calls it, yeah. But I think it was just named differently for disambiguation. But yeah, it has to start somewhere. This whole trust and safety thing. It is mainly focused on group buys. I think people are also not seeing that point. A lot. I was reading some of the comments on Reddit just earlier, just for fun. And I'm like, oh, people are like, oh, what happens if a vendor is like an in-stock type of vendor? You know, they do a lot of in-stock stuff, and that's what their business mainly operates on. Does this like trust and safety system kind of like operate around that? And it's like, well, yes and no. Like, you kind of build a reputation in your community for selling in-stock stuff. That's great, but the whole point of a lot of these vendors dipping is that they're doing stuff. They're making things that allegedly should have been produced but never were, you know, whereas at least for in stock you'll know right away. And you know, you won't be dealing with, oh, credit card windows closing in, that kind of stuff for chargebacks and whatnot. Like, you wouldn't have that issue. So it's good to have some accountability in that on that part as well. There's definitely flaws though. Like, it's literally just a vetting and, you know, a reference point. I think vendors are probably scared by the idea that it's going to like rank them, and so if you don't have that A rank, then it's effectively discouraging you from conducting business. And that's not true, because if you wanted to conduct business honestly, then in the first place you would just pledge to do business well, you know? You would just pledge to work your way up, right? And people would see that effort and you know, build a rapport with you essentially. So it would be like a gradual process. Hard to expect buyers to read? Yeah, it's hard to expect buyers to read. That's true. But I mean, gotta start somewhere, you know? You got some novelties here. Captain Badass, do you want to see any the novelties here? I think the one new novelties can be cute here. Maybe I'll just use this cat one. It's kind of cute. Pink or red? Pink? All pink? Should I do all pink? I think all pink is probably cuter. Red? Okay. So if red, then arrows should be pink. Red. Novelties are kind of cute, but I don't know if I want to put on novelties all the way to the side as well. Oh, actually, no, too crowded. Don't like it when there's too many novelties. So I'm just gonna do the regular stuff. End. Page down. Up. And then we'll put 2 artisans here. And then where's my plus key here? I still have never liked weeb emotes. Me when I lie. Got him. It's too late, Dra. Stop denying it. It's over. It's Jover without an E, as Boomer Nathan would spell it. Don't like weeb emotes, but down bad for a PCB with curved traces. Okay, buddy. Oh, y'all are sad. Oh god, you're so funny. Okay, you can do this artisan, I think. Probably the Buddhist. And then I wanted to put this one on a board at some point. Actually, I should flip those around. Are you wearing a Seiko? No, I'm wearing a PRX Tissot. All right, let's try this out. It was a gift. It was a gift. I didn't buy it. Are you ever scared of banging your watch on the keyboard by accident? That's why I'm wearing a long sleeve in the first place. So, and usually my wrists don't come too close to the board. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a concern to have. It's a nice ass gift. Oh, for sure. For sure. I'm very grateful. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had a all metal watch. I pretty much only have like a lot of like softer material band watches, and usually that's not a huge concern. Usually I don't have anything heavy. All right. Let's see. Let's see this side here. Looks like it's a little bit tilted over. Ooh, lovely side profile. You can change the bracelet to a silicone strap? No, I know. I like the metal look though, so I'm gonna keep it like that for now. I like it a lot how it is. It's very comfy. All right. Wait. Oh, is this cable? Hold on. Let me try a different cable. My cables have been kind of whack lately. This one should be fine. Why do I hear so many sounds and no typing on this? Hold on, let me see if it detects. Is the daughter board not plugged in properly? This has been happening a lot lately, huh? Let me see. I have like 3 cables here. So let's try them all first. Yeah, it's probably maybe it's the daughter board. Okay. The top accent is bigger than I thought it would be. Is this final prototype? Yeah, I believe that's what it's supposed to look like, right? Alright, let's leave 2 screws there and then undo all the rest so that the top accent doesn't drop on me again. Also, was it Cute who was asking about the port being centered? It's not. It's not centered to the daughter board. It's slightly to one side. And let's test before I close it up, actually. Huh. No? That's weird. Didn't it work literally before I put it in the case? Hold on. Let's just undo this daughter board first. That's the weird part, yeah. I'm just gonna check if the JST is connected properly on one side. Yep, okay, plugged in. And then let's test it without putting it onto the case. Maybe I'm wondering if something is shorting. Well, it can always happen. Yeah, screw shorting is maybe something I was thinking about too. Wait, what was that? Why does it keep something shorting? Is it my cable? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get a completely different cable. Give me 1 sec. Feel like shouldn't be the cable, but you never know, so I'm just gonna get a new one. Time to stock up on $5 TX keywords cable. Yeah. Or actually, let me just plug it in directly to the PC instead of my USB hub. I do sometimes wonder if the hub is the thing that's kind of spazzing out here. Oh, that works. Okay. I do think it's my USB hub, so I'm gonna run this on the hub and back. Yeah, some PCBs don't play well with hubs. That's for sure. Let me see. I do have a shit ton of devices, so it's probably no surprise. Gotta unplug a few things here. Okay. Yeah, it is the hub. Okay, it's my USB hub for sure. Yeah, it's my USB hub for sure. That's annoying. That means I have to rethink how I'm gonna use that hub over there. Never tested with hubs. Juan hasn't sent me a dodgy hub yet. That's funny. Yeah, no, it is a USB hub. Ah, fuck. That's pretty annoying, actually. I'll just plug it in directly to my PC. It looks like this PCB doesn't like to play with the hub. Yep, that's fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's just my USB hub, it looks like. Weird that literally every single one of my keyboards works fine with it, but I guess some of them don't. Oh, I guess that Monoke one also had some issues. I'm gonna have to start separating some of my devices. I mean, I do have a lot of power being pulled. I have 2 of those like 7-port plus charging hubs, like the Anchor ones. And I do have like a bunch of devices. Like I have the Stream Deck, I have like this clock here, I have the webcam, I have like a Mac pad, a keyboard, and a bunch of other stuff. So it might be a DB thing. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, don't know too much around the electrical part of that, so couldn't tell you. There's usually a bus limitation if you have a bunch of stuff chained. So the thing is, my hubs are not chained, but they are filled. Like, I have cables on almost all of the ports. That's for sure. So that might be why, although not everything is always plugged in. But, yeah. Maybe something like that. Okay, well, now that that's figured out, let's put the rest of the screws back on and try it out. Okay. Oh, I just realized this camera was over there. All right. So should be good here now. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's working. Alright, we can try this. So how's your fix? I went to washroom. Oh, I think my USB hub is just saturated and it was not playing well with the PCB, I guess. So I plugged it in straight into my toaster, yes, and then I put it in the bathtub. Just kidding, boys, don't do that. Do not do that. Do not try this at home. I will try this at home. Okay. It's okay, Drew. I know you've already tried. Alright. Let's give this a shot now, finally. Alright. So we got this top-mounted Merisi 500C board. This is currently with Gateron Ink switches on an aluminum full plate. And we have GMK Hazakura for the key set. And some TX stabs for the stabs. Alright. Here we go. A little bit more resonant on the spacebar. That's a very obvious tell. A little bit roomier of a sound, but it sounds pretty good, at least in my opinion. But then, if you don't like how roomy it sounds, you can always put a little piece of shelf liner close to the bottom half of the bar. Yeah. Ink spacebar is always an uphill battle, but it sounds great. Yeah, that might be too. Switch definitely changes the sound of the board. Like maybe Cherry MX Black would probably be a lot different. How does it compare to 65? I mean, feeling wise, it feels pretty much almost the same. Because it's basically the same plate and it's also top mount. So if you like the 65 feeling wise, that's kind of how it feels. Yeah. Alright, here are the mods. Oop. there it is. There you have it. Yeah, it has an extra touch of resonance. I think it's nice. I personally don't find it unpleasant. There's always like unpleasant type of resonance. This is not, I would say, the unpleasant type, at least for me. Mostly because also resonance is more obvious when you just kind of like leave the spacebar like that. But when you're like typing, you know, it's actually pretty nice. MX Blacks would be nicer, but I didn't have any to send. That's fine. Inks definitely will sound deeper in general compared to MX Blacks, right? Like MX Blacks will have that like high pitch, kind of clackier kind of sound, right? And so, you know, you can kind of imagine what it would sound like. I mean, also 65 builds will, you know, kind of compare a little bit closer. If you happen to have ink switches and you can try that in your own 65, then maybe you can try. But I would expect like some of the pitch difference to be at least shown there. But yeah, that's pretty much what this sounds like. Do you guys have any questions or anything else? I'm gonna move this over to the other view and move. Oh, great! I turned that off. When did I even turn it off? Oh, here. All right. How heavy is it? Let's check. Let's check. How heavy? Okay, so this is built 4 pounds and 7 ounces, which in kilograms is exactly 2 kilograms. 2 kilograms weights built. Not as heavy as I thought. Yeah, not too heavy. Also not too shabby either. Like, it's heavy enough, I think. 4 pounds. It actually sounds pretty nice though. Heavier than a Jane, but without the TKL real estate. Yeah, I guess that's. Is that right? Jane's kind of heavy, right? About the same. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess Jane maybe isn't that heavy after all. It is about 100 grams heavier than 65, so basically nothing. 100 grams is nothing, right? But yeah, let's take a look at the board though. So this is what the board looks like here. Where's the chat box? There it is. want to look at the side profile there. It's a nice side profile. Here from the front. A little bit harder to grab onto because it's flat, completely vertical on the sides and the back. It has a left-sided USB port here, so it's a bit different. But gorgeous board, really nice looking. I really like this concept for the weight. It's just, this Hasselblad-inspired weight part is nice. It's nice. It's a very cute accent, I think. Look at that nose. Yeah. It's nice. Looks pretty good. And then there's the Merisi engraving. Oh, sorry, it like smushed it all over. Gross. The front lip is very smooth. Yeah. Nice little fillet here. You can kind of see it on this side. It's a nice little touch. No chamfers, actually. Well, I mean, there's inner chamfers. There's inner chamfers just like the other Merisi boards, like the inner chamfer for the inner frame. But the outer part is filleted. Filleted. However you say it properly in English. That word. It's not chamfered, so. How's the USB port? You can see it's slightly inside. Kinda fillet. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, looks good though. Side profile is very attractive. Very attractive. Why do I suddenly want McDonald's? Why not, I guess. That's too bad that these cables aren't working properly, I think. Yeah, no, it's definitely my USB hub playing games with me. Bastards. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. It's funny. Alright, there for the thumbnail. Looks good. It's a nice looking board here. Alright. Can we see the close-up of the bottom engraving? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Alright, bottom engraving. Let's see. There it is. Pretty standard. It looks like 500 euro. It doesn't have the second line, but yeah. Whoa, for hair here. Is that the price of the board? I don't know. I actually don't remember how much it cost. Can you show the Powermatic 80 movement? I mean, if you want to see it, it's not really that visible here. Oh, there, you can kind of see. Oh, come on, focus, focus. All right. Miguel is absolutely Tisson with it. Diego owns in New York City? Dude, no, I don't own in New York City. What the hell? Why are you spreading these lies about me? Oh my god, imagine owning in New York City. I mean, it would be a nice investment property at the very least. Alright. Well, that's pretty much all I got for today, though. Yeah. You guys have any questions or anything? If not, we can check who to raid. So, let's see. One more sound test. I'll just do a quick one without putting the mic like properly, but it's kind of there. Here, let me try this. All right. Alright. It uses the same cable as normal DB. I mean, it will use the same quick type 1-to-1 cable, but the problem is the daughter board is not the square daughter board type. It uses this kind of oblong daughter board with a JST connector and a USB-C. So your daughter board is gonna have to be the right one. And also the connector, the JST connector is basically like right here. So you're gonna have to also check where the JST connector itself is, so that the clearance is okay. I can hear quite a lot of resonance. Yeah, that's pretty much how it sounds. It does have resonance. Are the Gatings lightly lubed? I did not lube them, so I don't know, but I assume so. Yeah, they seem lightly lubed. They don't seem heavily lubed. They don't seem over lubed, at least. Yeah, the resonance is definitely going to be like a hit or miss for people. I mean, some people like it, some people don't. Some people are very sensitive to it, I found. Some people are like, oh my god, I can hear the slightest hint of resonance, and that's like a really bad thing for people. So, but I think at least for me, it's not too bad. It's not that bad. All right. Let's see. So, oh, Mr. Alex is streaming. Let's see who is also streaming. Kim started a Loki 65 build. We can go raid Kim. Who else? I guess that's about it right now, keyboard wise. Oh, Sip is streaming as well, Mr. Sipulot. Doing a, I think they're just working on Topre stuffs. It is top mount only. Top mount only. Yeah. All right, let's go raid Kim. I don't think we've raided Kim in a bit. Not too long, at least. Or actually, have we ever raided Sipulot? Although, if you guys want to see a keyboard build, maybe you should just raid Kim. All right. Alright, there's our raid message. But, alright friends, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Gonna go have some dinner. Kiwi already ate. I didn't. So, gonna go cook some food and take it easy. Alright guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. Probably next build I'm gonna be doing is a Jaguar V2 for someone in my server. I believe they wanted to also have dead beats on it, so we're gonna do that. But yeah, we'll do that next time. Other than that, we got some other prototypes coming in, and I'll show you guys those later in coming weeks. Take it easy, folks. See you later. Bye-bye.